I think this is probably the most dangerous habit you can have as a small creator. And the annoying part is it doesn't feel dangerous. It feels normal. You open YouTube, you see someone in your niche, they've posted like 12 videos and they've already got 50,000 subscribers. Meanwhile, you're on video 30, getting 40 views, and you just sit there thinking, what am I doing wrong? I've had this exact thought more times than I'd care to admit. And if I'm being honest, it messes with your head a little bit because it slowly convinces you something that isn't actually true, that you're behind, that you've missed something, that maybe this just isn't going to work out for you. But here's the problem. That line of thinking, it will destroy your channel faster than bad thumbnails ever will. You see, comparison feels useful. That's why it's so sneaky. You tell yourself, I'm just analyzing what works. I'm learning from other creators. And yeah, sometimes you are. But a lot of the time you're just scrolling, watching and overthinking. And you're not actually making anything. I've caught myself doing this so many times. You go in with good intentions and 30 minutes later you're sat there questioning everything about your channel. So let me ask you something. When you compare yourself to another creator, what actually changes? Do your videos get better? Do you suddenly get more views? Or do you just feel worse about yourself? Because this is the bit that nobody talks about. You're not seeing the full picture. You're seeing their best videos, their growth spike, their highlight moments. What you're not seeing is the hundreds of failed uploads, the 5 YouTube channels they did before that didn't work, the months of nothing happening, the videos that completely flopped. And I know that sounds obvious, but it doesn't feel obvious when you're in it. So this is the chapter 1 versus chapter 10 problem. This gets said a lot, but I don't think people actually internalize what this is. You're comparing your beginning to someone else's middle or even their peak. And of course, that's going to look bad. It's like going to the gym for a week and comparing yourself to someone who's been training for 5 years. You'd never do that seriously in real life, would you? But on YouTube, we do it all the time. And this is the part that really matters. Comparison doesn't just make you feel bad, it changes how you behave, and not in a good way. You start second guessing your ideas. You start copying things that don't actually fit you. You lose your clarity, your consistency, and eventually you will lose momentum. There was a point where I'd have an idea, start planning a video, and then I'd watch someone else in my niche and I'd suddenly think, is this even good enough? Should I just be doing something else? And instead of making the video, I'd tweak it or change it, overthink it, or just never upload it at all, which is kind of the worst outcome, to be honest. This is the real cost of comparison. It slows you down, and that's the simplest way to put it. And on YouTube, speed of iteration matters a lot. The faster you make videos, the faster you'll improve, and the faster you improve, the faster you'll grow. But comparison interrupts that cycle. It adds friction. It stops you starting. The algorithm doesn't care who you compare yourself to. This is something that helped me a bit. The algorithm isn't sitting there thinking, oh, this person's not as good as that creator. It's just looking at data. Are people clicking? Are they watching? Are they continuing to watch? Session time, that's it. So comparing yourself to someone else doesn't actually help you win that game at all. It's just stopping you from getting started. So I think this is the best way to think about it. Instead of comparing yourself to other creators, compare yourself to your last video. And that's it. That's the only comparison that actually helps. Was this one better, slightly clearer, slightly more engaging? If yes, you're moving forward. You don't need to be better than them. You just need to be better than you were last week. And that's the whole game of YouTube. You see, most channels don't grow in a straight line. It's quite messy and slow, and then suddenly something works. And that only happens if you stay in the game long enough to see that progress. But comparison makes you want to quit early because it makes you feel like slow progress is a failure, and it just isn't. This is something I wish a lot more people actually talked about. A lot of your progress at the start is not going to be visible. You're getting better at speaking, you're structuring your videos better, you're understanding how things work, but your views, they don't always reflect this straight away. And if you're constantly comparing, you won't notice any improvements. So what actually builds momentum on YouTube? It's not perfection. It's not copying other creators. It's consistency and improvement, and that's it. Boring, I know, but it is what works. Comparison, you see, can make you resent the process, and that is very dangerous because you stop enjoying it. You stop showing up, and if you stop showing up, then it's game over. You'll never iterate enough to actually get successful on YouTube. So, what actually helped me personally? I started limiting how much I watched creators in my exact niche. Not completely, but enough to protect my focus because I realized something. I make better videos when I'm not constantly comparing to people. I think more clearly, I trust myself more with my ideas, and I actually finish what I start, which I think is the most important thing about YouTube. So this is the simple rule that I try to follow. Create more than you consume. If I notice I've been watching loads of content and not making anything, that's usually a sign that something's off for me, and I'll try and readdress that balance. So here's the upside. If you can avoid the comparison trap, you stick around longer, and on YouTube, longevity is a massive advantage because most people quit, not because they can't do it, but because they think they're failing. You see, comparison feels harmless. It quietly chips away at your confidence, your consistency, and your momentum, and those three things, they're basically everything on YouTube. So if your channel feels stuck right now, it might not be your content, it might just be your focus. So if you want to understand what you should actually be focusing on instead to grow faster, that's exactly what I broke down in this little video here. Because once you remove comparison and replace it with the right system, that's where things start to feel a lot more in your control.